Yes guys, and welcome back guys to a brand new video guys, and in today's video guys we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played, Arsenal guys, at home at Old Trafford guys. Before I start today's video guys, I just want to say this video will not be fully edited due to the fact that our next game against Crystal Palace is literally just 2 days away. Currently filming this. Unfortunately I don't have enough time to edit this video. During this Christmas period there's going to be a load of videos where there's a big turnaround and playing every 3 days. I apologise for not editing fully these videos because I don't have enough time to edit them, unfortunately. I apologise for not editing them fully. It's just down to the fact that United just played on Thursday night, then we're playing again on Sunday afternoon, so I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to edit these videos, unfortunately. But yes guys, before I start today's video guys, what a win, what a game, and what a result against Arsenal last night. It was a much needed win. It was a must win against Arsenal. That sort of gets our season back up and going again, because if Arsenal won that game they were 8 points ahead of us, and if we beaten Arsenal we were 2 points behind them, and we're 3 points behind West Ham now. Getting fourth is back on now. We're just got to be more consistent. New manager's coming in now on Sunday. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to Ralph for our next first game in charge. Yes guys, let's get straight to today's video. So we made 3 changes for the last game against Chelsea. Talking about the starting 11, so we started with De Gea, Dalot, Lindelof, Maguire, Telles, McTominay, Fred, Rashford, Fernandes, Sancho and Ronaldo. Getting into the overall reaction now. Yes, get in. Ronaldo surpasses 800 goals in dramatic win. United come from behind to beat Arsenal. Carrick is unbeaten as interim manager. Carrick is at the wheel. Wow, what a game, what a win and what a result. It was a tough game but we got there in the end. Some players had a decent game but some didn't. Individual brilliance helped us. De Gea made some fantastic saves. That's massive for our season. The quality just gave us the edge. First half poor, but we reacted in the second half. We needed that after our poor home form. It was an open game. It was a 50-50 end-to-end game. It was a very entertaining game as a neutral perspective. We didn't perform to our best, but we will take it. Arsenal were there for the taking. Some of our defending was poor but good at times. We capitalised on their mistakes. We knew we would get chances. We had to take our chances and be clinical in front of goal. The decision making was key. The game management was good. The tactics were okay. Neither team didn't play well. We deserved the win. First half poor, second half good. Overall okay performance. Anyway guys, what did I make of the performance? You know what? I thought it was an okay performance, and you know, I think you've got to look at either team. I think United didn't play well. Arsenal didn't really play well. I thought Arsenal were the better footballing side, because United's pressing was just not there, and I just think United were not at the races for the first 20 minutes of the game. But if you look at the game overall, Arsenal were the better footballing side. United just were soaking up the pressure and try and get Arsenal on the counter attack. But I thought as the game went on, I thought United deserved the win in the end. But it was a must win though against Arsenal. Arsenal, we knew that we were going to be a tricky and difficult side to go into, so we knew it was going to be a tough game going into the first place, especially at home, struggling for form as well at home as well. So that win was massive against Arsenal, because we've not been able to win at home for a long time. So we've had to take our spankings. Look, Arsenal have taken their spankings against City, Liverpool, Chelsea as well. So we've took ours as well. So. But I thought it was a very 50-50 end-to-end game. It was a very entertaining game. It was an open game, I thought. Both teams created chances. I think it was just all about you had to take your chances and you had to be clinical in front of goal. I thought that was just the difference. I think we were clinical. Arsenal were not clinical. And it just goes to show that we've got a world-class striker. They don't at the end of the day. So, but in fairness, Arsenal should say, we can take a lot of positives from that, because we were the better side than Man United. But at the end of the day, I did think that Arsenal were there for the taking though as well. I think Arsenal were just poor, and some of those players played at Old Trafford last year, and Partey had a good game against United last season, and he was poor this time around. So I think we just had to take our toll, and we knew that coming into this game, it was always going to be difficult. It was always going to be tough. But coming into this game against Arsenal was the hope. I was confident. Obviously we've hit it off well over the last 2 games, and Michael Carrick is now walked and unbeaten as interim manager. So, but yeah, I think it was one of those games where we didn't perform to our best, but we'll take it. And you can win games ugly. I think we got lucky. But you know, you've always got to have some lady luck on your side, and we did have some lady luck on our side at the end of the day. But I think the quality just gave us that edge. I just think United had the better quality than Arsenal, and that's what gave us the win, I think. And Arsenal, if the quality was there for them, I think they probably could have got a draw. But at the end of the day, we deserved the win, and we're now closing in on Arsenal now, and De Gea made some fantastic saves in the game to keep us in the game as well, and just got Player of the Month for November as well. So pleased for De Gea. He stepped up last month, and but yeah, first half was poor, second half was good, was better, and but yeah, getting into the game now, I thought first half had kicked off. I thought the first 15-20 minutes it was a nervy, edgy start to the game. I thought Arsenal started the game better. Arsenal were on the front foot. They won a couple of corners. United had to do some defending, and I thought that defending was good. You know, it kept it tight and compact, frustrated Arsenal, and then I just think, you know, I think we were nervous for the first 15 minutes. Just couldn't get onto the ball. It was all Arsenal on the front foot, aggressive, high intensity, high tempo. Energy was there. You could see that pressing was very good as well, and as the game was going on, did Arsenal deserve the lead? They probably did. And then obviously the goal that for me was just a bizarre goal I've never seen before in my life. You never give a goal or anything like that before, where the player's down injured and you just give it. So that's unbelievable, and I think the referee was appalling. He was shocking in that game, Atkinson. So yeah, I mean, to give a goal like that is ridiculous, and I don't think that's obviously then, you know, it's a goal that we had to take, but then it was all about the reaction. How can we react? I thought we reacted really well. I thought we controlled and dominated the rest of the half. I thought we were on the front foot. I think we had a few chances. I think Ramsdale made a few good saves as well to keep Arsenal into the game. I think, you know, I thought we were the better side then, took our time. Decision making was going to be key in a game like this, game management as well. So I thought we created some good chances. We had to stay patient. We stayed patient, and getting a goal before half time was crucial. And we got back 1-1 just before half time, which is a brilliant time to get a goal. Bruno Fernandes back on the scoring sheet as well. Second half, I thought Arsenal. Second half, not Arsenal. United had a far better start than Arsenal. I thought United came out bright, came out quick. We got on the front foot. I think we created some good chances. Well, I don't even think we created that one good chance, to be honest. But I think it was just down to individual brilliance, and it was all about, you know, they made that slight mistake, you know, where they were not going with their runners. And that's how it sort of, you know, how United developed and got their goals, where they were not tracking back, not going with the runners, and United just took control. And you know, I think we got our deserved goal. I thought we looked really good in the first opening 10 minutes of that first half. We went 2-1 up, and then, you know, I think due to a lack of concentration and not being focused, and then poor defending as well at the same time, went to 2-2, and I think United then had a lot of time then to go and get another goal, because there was like half an hour to go, and then with half an hour to go, we took our time, we stayed patient, we frustrated Arsenal, defended well as a team, collectively as a team as well. I thought we did fantastically well, and then I just think United took our time, and then I think we were more of the side that we wanted it more. We showed the ambition that we wanted it more, and got on the front foot. And then obviously Fred goes down in the penalty box as well. That was a stonewall penalty. Don't know why Atkinson couldn't give it right away. And then obviously then he gets the word in the ear to say you might have to have a look at this. Atkinson gives it 3-2. United defended well. Didn't want to, and then it's all about don't make mistakes. And Day made some great saves, and Aubameyang should have scored, and sell the guy. He's just not good enough. And but yeah, he's your captain as well, and I think it's time to drop him. So I think it was a deserved win for Manchester United in the end. A deserved win all round. fantastic win for Man United. It was a great win, great reaction needed as well. Obviously, after a poor run of form at Old Trafford, and we needed a performance like this, and we needed a win, and it was a must-win against Arsenal. Tough opposition at Arsenal, but we're beating a very good side, and I think Arsenal can say, you know, we played some good stuff there, but at the same time, it wasn't a good performance by us. But I think Arsenal fans should be happy with the performance that they put on, but disappointing to walk away with a loss. But for us, we're buzzing, we win, and we move forward now to the next game against Crystal Palace. Great win against a very good side in Arsenal. What a game, what a win, and what a result after a poor run of form at Old Trafford, and Michael Carrick ends his time being interim manager unbeaten. Have we took a turn in our results over the last couple of games of late? I mean, you could say that, but at the same time, it's only 3 games. I think after 3 games, after 3 good games, you're thinking it's something to build on. You don't want to get too complacent. You don't want to get too carried away after 3 good results. But I think you can look back and say, yeah, we have turned a bit of a corner, because we've beaten Villarreal. We drew to a very good Chelsea side. Didn't have all their squad there, and obviously coming into this game, we're beating a fantastic Arsenal side. So you could say that we've like a turn in the results over the last couple of games of late. But at the end of the day, it's only 3 games. It's not like it's been 1 game, but I think it's all about we've got to take it 1 game at a time. In the Premier League, anything can happen, so you could lose the next game at the end of the day. I think in this time now, Carrick's come in, he's stabilised the club a little bit, got us more tight and compact as a team. We've turned up in pretty much more or less in every game, performed at our best as well. You could say that we've turned a corner in our results in the last couple of games of late, but it's only 3 games. It's not like it's been 1 game. We want to take it 1 game at a time. Got to go in the next game with the right mentality and the right mindset. No game's easy in the Premier League. You've got to take it 1 game at a time. Don't get too carried away. I think Carrick's done his bit now. Stabilised the club, stabilised the team a little bit more. Made us more tight and compact at the back, made the defenders defend properly as well, more robust as well as a team. I think you could say that we have took a turn in the results over the last couple of games, but it's only 3 games. Time will tell. Obviously, we've got Ralph Ranić coming in now the next game. Good couple of games. We're going to be winning these next 6 to 7 games now in the Premier League. We've got the likes of Crystal Palace, Brentford, and those sort of teams coming up now. So I think we've got to sort of beat Crystal Palace now and try close the gap. I hope the teams around us drop points. Things can go our way. I think we've took a turn over the last couple of games, but at the end of the day, it's only 3 games. We want to take it 1 game at a time as well. Not long after the game, Michael Carrick announced he's leaving the club after 15 years, after being a player, a coach and a manager. How do I feel about the news? And did I see it coming? No, I didn't see it coming. I think it was a bit of a surprise, because I thought he was going to stay under Ralph Ranić's coaching staff. I think it's a bit sad that he's gone, that he's walked. I think obviously he knows that himself, that under the Ollie regime the last 3 years, he knows that it's been poor coaching. He's probably thought this is the time now to walk away. Been United's interim manager for the last 3 games. I've done my part now. Ollie's gone. It's time for me to move on now. All I've got to say is that performance was for you, Carrick. That result was for you. You'll always be a club legend of this club as well. You've done 15 years at the club, being a player, a coach and a manager. I've got nothing but respect for Michael Carrick. I want to thank you for your services that you've done for Manchester United as a player, a coach and a manager. Thank you for your input in the club. Thank you for making the club a better place. Thank you for stabilising this team for the last 3 games as well. It's a bit sad that he's gone. You've got to move forward. It's like a clean slate now at Man United. We're going to be getting a new manager in the summer, new coaches as well. We're starting fresh at the end of the day. I didn't see it coming, but I've got nothing but respect for Michael Carrick. All I say is all the best for the future. Been a great servant to the club. All the best for the future. Just see you managing a club one day. Thank you, and all the best for the future. Who's my man of the match? I think this is quite easy, because I think De Gea was fantastic in the game. I thought Delao had a fantastic game as well. 2 centre-backs, Lindelof and Maguire, I thought they were good as well. Tellez was good. I thought Fred was brilliant as well. I think McTominay was just kept doing sideways and backwards passing, so I'm not going to give it him for sure. Rashford, just not a great game. Someone needs to tell him off as well. Not been right for the last 2-3 games. Bruno had a good game as well, made a contribution as well to the game. Sancho had a very good game. Ronaldo had a very good game. I think there's only one man to give this 2 goals really. Ronaldo. Fantastic at the end of the day. How do we beat Crystal Palace? Now obviously we've got Crystal Palace in the next game, in the next upcoming game, in the next fixture on Sunday. 2 o'clock kickoff in the UK. Looking forward to this game. I don't think this will be an easy game against Crystal Palace. They've beaten us the last couple of times at Old Trafford. So this is a game that we don't want to take lightly. I think Crystal Palace love this fixture. You know, they've beaten City already this season. So I think Palace, you know, I think they had a decent start to the season. You know, they're the draw specialists as well. You know, 7 draws and only 3 wins though. So yeah, it's not good there. Only 3 wins, but they've only lost 4 games. So I think they're doing all right, Palace, under Patrick Vieira. I think maybe they probably think, you know, they probably wanted to play us probably when we were out of form, and that was probably their chance. But now that we're sort of getting our form back a little bit, they'll probably feel like, yeah, this is probably not the time to play Man United now, because they've got a new manager now. We've lost 2 games on the bounce now, and we're going to probably find it difficult to find some momentum and confidence. But I think they'll treat this as their FA Cup final, and every team always treat this game against us as an FA Cup final. So I think they will be up for it. They will come in with the right mindset, the right mentality. They're a very physical side as well, Palace. They will give us a game. I think this will be an open game. I think it will be end to end. Crystal Palace, you know, I think they've only scored like 6 goals or something like that away from home, so not great really. So you know, they're scoring loads of goals at home but not many away from home, and you know, most of their losses have come on the road as well, so they've not really had a great away form this season as well. So I think coming into this game, like I said before, Crystal Palace have lost 2 games on the bounce. I think, you know, I think Patrick Vieira likes to exploit with different systems, and what I mean by that, he likes playing with the 4-3-3, the 4-2-3-1 as well. So I think it's just what better suits the Palace team and how they approach the game and set out, and how they go out with their tactics as well. And but they're coming up against a very good Man United side. They're coming up against a very good manager as well. We've got Ralph Rangnick in charge as well. So I think Vieira's got a difficult task on his hands. So he did beat Pep Guardiola though, but that was only because they went down to 10 men. So a bit of luck went onto their side as well. But we cannot afford to let that happen as well. But they lack desire to close down. They're ruthless and aggressive. They'll get in between the lines. Their defence does tend to make mistakes as well. They can't defend on set pieces. You know, they give away too many set pieces, and they've conceded on too many set pieces this season as well. So that's one to exploit, definitely for sure. They'll capitalise on mistakes as well themselves. They're well organised at times as well when they can be on their day. They'll put us under pressure. They'll want to frustrate us as well. And they have players off the bench that can definitely make an impact, so we've got to be aware of that. And coming into this game, we've got to make sure that we capitalise on their mistakes, because they tend to do make mistakes in the game. They can't deal with the ball over the top. We must defend properly as a team. Set pieces could come into play in a game like this. We've got to be aware of Zaha, try to keep him quiet. We've got to be aware of a reaction, so maybe if we go 1-0 up, we've got to be aware of their reaction, because it's all about then you've got to show the heart, the character and the team spirit as well. So we've got to be aware of that reaction. We're going to make sure we create the spaces, attack the spaces. We've got to be explosive. We're going to have to try and open them up as well. Get in between the lines, create the chances, take our chances, and be clinical. Stay disciplined as well. When we use our wingers, you know, they've got to be effective by coming back inside as well, and they don't like that as well. We've got to try and attack their right side of their defence. That could cause them a problem as well. Got to be organised as well ourselves defensively. Decision making will be key. Don't leave any spaces or gaps open. We need to be tight and compact as well. Defensively frustrate Crystal Palace. We need to have the desire to close them down. Make the runs in from behind. Be strong, committed. Got to be bright and have a quick start to the game. Get an early goal would be crucial. Got to be aggressive, play with high intensity, high tempo, play with energy and purpose, play with a high line. Got to be ruthless, put the crosses into the box, stretch them out, get in between the lines. Don't afford to be lazy, don't make mistakes in silly areas. We can't afford to be lazy, don't make silly mistakes as well in silly areas. We've got to play with fight, heart, passion, pride, commitment and determination and desire. We've got to show character and team spirit as well. And we've got to stay switched on at all times. We need to be focused and concentrated. When they're out of position, we need to be explosive on the break, commit man into the box, don't be afraid to make a tackle. Fullbacks have got to be effective in a game like this. Be brave, take risks. Don't give the ball away cheaply. The midfield needs to close them down as well. Don't leave any gaps or spaces open, and make the runs in the right runs in the right channels as well. Get into the goals now. First goal, Maguire passed the ball to Sancho. Sancho runs, picks out Fred. Fred lays it back to Bruno, and Bruno opens up his body and scores for 1-1. Second goal, Maguire plays a long ball. Arsenal regain possession, lose it. Delay pass the ball to Rashford. Rashford runs, squares it to Ronaldo. Ronaldo scores for 2-1. Third goal, Fred gets fouled in the penalty box. Ronaldo steps up and scores a nice and composed goal for 3-2. Getting into the stats now, possession for Man United it was 44.5%, and for Arsenal it was 55.5%. Goals for Man United it was 3, and for Arsenal it was 2. Total shots for Man United it was 14, and for Arsenal it was 17. Shots on target for Man United it was 10, and for Arsenal it was 8. Shot accuracy for Man United it was 71.4%, and for Arsenal it was 47.1%. Shots inside the box for Man United it was 9, for Arsenal it was 12. Shots outside the box for Man United it was 5, and for Arsenal it was 5. Total passes for Man United it was 431 passes, and for Arsenal it was 526 passes. Pass accuracy for Man United it was 82.1%, and for Arsenal it was 83.7%. Getting into the substitutions now, Rashford went off a Lingard. Talk about Marcus' performance. Ray looked happy on the right, but showed good vision to pick out Ronaldo off United's second goal when Fernandes was freer. Came off first. Ronaldo went off a Martial. Talk about Cristiano's performance. Had an appalling first half and was immediately more threatening in the second when Aaron Ramsdale denied him. Then Ronaldo beat him and beat him again. Fernandes went off a Van der Beek. Talk about Bruno's performance. Erratic and sloppy, but kept going and Connolly levelled just before half time, around the momentum swing. Next up we've got Crystal Palace. Palace is sat 11th in the table as well. I think coming into this game, Crystal Palace low in confidence, low in momentum. They've lost 2 games on the bounce, but I think they'll try to be upbeat in this game. United have got to come in with this game. We've got to go in the right mindset, the right mentality. We've got to prepare well for this game. Not much time to prepare for this game as well. Palace have got a day extra to prepare for us. At the end of the day, United have only got 2 days to prepare for this one. Palace have got 3 days. I think Palace will try and treat this as another game, a FA Cup final for them. Obviously the first game in charge for Ralph Rangnick as well, so it'd be good what Ralph has got up his sleeve. I think a game like this we've got to win the game, must win. Seems like this you've got to beat at home as well. Palace, good team, just slightly out of form a little bit, but I think they will try and bounce back from somewhere. So we've got to make sure we can't let that happen ourselves. We've got to do our job properly. We've got to go in the right mindset, the right mentality. We've got to take the game to them. We've got to be physical with them. We need to perform and turn up as well for a full 90 minutes as well, and that'll be massive. Must turn up and must perform for a full 90 minutes in a game against like Palace. Palace are a decent side. They can be decent on the day. Just don't let them get the first goal. We must get our first goal. Ralph will want more control and more possession as well in this game as well. Be looking forward to what Ralph has got up his sleeve in this game. Got to win against Palace now. Cannot afford to drop points. We've got to win this game. Full stop, and then we can look forward to the next game after that. Palace are scoring 1.4 goals per game. Palace are conceding 1.4 goals per game. Crystal Palace have won 3, drawn 7 and lost 4. They've lost to Chelsea 3-0, Liverpool 3-0, Aston Villa 2-1 and Leeds 1-0. Crystal Palace have their 9th best defence in their league as well. The players to look out for is Guetta, Tompkins, Guehi, Anderson, Klein, Milivojevic, Lise, Kouate, Eze, Schlupp, MacArthur, Gallagher, Ayew, Zaha, Benteke and Edward. I hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel for my name, and I'll see you guys in the video in the next couple of days. And peace.